G'day guys, Josh here. I know this video is a bit too late, and welcome to Diablo 4. Now, this is more of a guide for league starting in Diablo 4. So basically we've had our first league, first season, first launch, and now everyone's probably got to level 100 and probably have their Bulwark build for Druids, and I don't know whatever for other classes, but let's just focus on Druids. Now for league starter for Druids, the big thing you want to look at is your seasonal aspects. What do you get from your seasonal aspects? So the first thing I'll do is with the seasonal journey, I'll look at 1 to 4 of our seasonal aspects. Now that's the main thing that's going to determine what sort of build you want to do, because it's easier to put, from the codex onto gear than it is trying to find the aspect in the wild. So let's just go for example the seasonal aspect. So you can see here, I'm just going to show my class only and filter. So the seasonal aspects we got here is the Craven aspect, the Lightning Dancer, the Dire Wolf aspect as well, the Audacity, Subterranean, and Shockwave. So given that these two you get very early on, you may determine yourself being, hey, hang on, maybe we should go for a Pulverise build because we get the best Pulverise aspect very early on. And that's why I said at the start of the season you should be going Pulverise as the first league starter build, is because you get the Shockwave aspect early on, which is the bread and butter of Pulverise. And the other ones you can get, like the other build-up builds, like the Primary Resource, the Slow, and the Tectonic Spikes come up. And also the damage reduction ones you can get from dungeons by completing them once, and then you can build a build around it. Now you can see here that there's no other builds other than potentially Wolfnado down with Dire Wolf aspect as well that you can realistically get. So as you can see here, chapter 2, chapter 3. Now with Wolfnado you need Tempest Roar, okay? And you're not going to get Tempest Roar till Sacred, so Tempest Roar goes on the back burner unless you get Tempest Roar, okay? That's the main thing. If you get Tempest Roar, maybe go into this, but at the same time you need some other aspects that you can only get from outside in the world as well. Hence why I said go Pulverize. So you got two really specs here as well. You can go Trampleslide, you can go Pulverize, or you can go Wolfnado once you get Tempest Roar. So you can see there already that you got 3 builds that you can go from the league start, okay? So a lot of people have been suggesting all these other builds like companion build and stuff like that. But it's just like, mate, to get a companion build built, you're gonna have to hope for legendaries to drop, do certain dungeons, and probably waste more time instead of actually doing the seasonal content. When you've got the bread and butter for Pulverize there, you get the bread and butter for Trampleslide as well, because you can get Trampleslide pretty easily, and you got potentially a Wolfnado build as well, which are mid-tier builds that you should be going. Now everyone talks about how there's a best build and stuff like that as well, where your build is going to evolve to. I'm going to say right now, once you flesh out and get your initial build done, whether it's Wolfnado, whether it's Trampleslide, whether it's Pulverize, you want to be getting to the endgame build, which is the Bulwark build. There's no other build better than the Bulwark build as a Druid, okay? That Bulwark build is stupidly overpowered with perma unstoppable, great AoE damage, and you can just run into mobs and just blow them up, okay? You're just basically like one of those fallen lunatics, just blow up and kill everything, except you don't run out of anything. And you want to build your legendaries you get from that, you're getting the Nature's Fury and various other cooldown reductions and stuff like that from it to have it, done. The main reason for that, of course, is because Bulwark build is one of the best, and there's not many other great builds out there. And that's pretty much it. That's how you really should think about your builds as a Druid early on, is you go for which seasonal legendaries do I get? Are they integral to certain builds? Are they easily to build around as well? So, like, for example, Pulverize is very easy to build around once you get the Shockwave aspect, because that's one of the hardest ones to get. And in Trampleslide, you can be like, okay, well, I still have to get Trampleslide, I have to get Trample with Landslide, but hey, I still got the Poison Creeper part as well. But I've also get you to make Earth Pulverize, gotta make those things an Earth spell. I can get Vasilis as well. You see what I mean here as well? The less you have to do to build it, the better. So, like, for example, for Pulverize, you don't need Vasilis, but Vasilis is a big help, because you can replace that with the Tectonic Spikes for Pulverize, and vice versa. And you can understand what I'm saying here as well, is that you use those early game builds. So let's say I'm 76 at the moment. I am slowly probably building to an Urban Bulwark build. I have a set of gear in a bank where I'm slowly building to Urban Bulwark. So once I hit a certain level, and once I feel good the Urban Bulwark build ready to go, I can switch to it, and I'm at my end game build, and basically pretty much the season done, okay, at that stage. Now, obviously there's a lot of people trying to create content, and, go ahead with them as well. I frown upon that sort of content, where they try to discover new best builds, which actually aren't very good. I would say overall, like, I look at the Moxies, the Zizarans, and stuff like that as well for build guides. There's some other guys out there as well that do niche builds and stuff like that as well that are very, very good and well tested. Don't look at the flashy guys who have good edits and basically say, "Hello, guys," and stuff like that at the start of the video. You know, the first minute or so is just the intro. Main reason why is that a lot of these flashy people are hoping their flashy introductions and flashy editing will get them over the line, and they're more for entertainment than actual, you know, building guides in the future. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a nice day, guys.